It's the weekend, my Jazzies, and we're going to do a halo eye featuring Pat McGrath's Eye Ecstasy kit. For this look, here are the brushes that I used. First up, we have the P. Louise base in the shade 01. I'm just going to place this all over the eyelid, and I'm even going to take it up to the brow bone area and right under the brow to add a highlight as well. Using a damp sponge, I'm just going to use this to blend out the edges of where we place that base. A trick that I like to use to make sure that I'm coloring within the lines. Now onto the star of the show, the Pat McGrath Eye Ecstasy eyeshadow palette. Using a tapered blending brush, this is the R39 from Morphe, we're going to dip into the shade Paradiso. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. Anyway, we're going to use this in the crease and blend upwards. Since I haven't used these eyeshadows before, I'm just taking a little bit at a time and blending and building up the color as well. I must say that there was little to no fallout and these eyeshadows blended like a dream. When I do a halo look, I like to place the shade that goes on the center of the eyelid first. So I'm using my P. Louise base just to remove that eyeshadow from the crease shade that we just placed. And then we will move on to the shade Amnesia, and this is a beautiful purple shimmer shade, and I'm just going to place this on the center of the eyelid. So a halo eye is basically where you focus on the center of the eye, and then your shadows or your darker shades are going to be placed on both the inner corner and the outer corner. So you're going back into the shade Paradiso, I'm going to place this on the inner corner and the outer corner as well, and then connect them in the crease. The brush from Morphe M456 is perfect for this. It is a tapered blending brush, but it's very small and very narrow. I'm going to use that same brush and dip into the shade Dark Matter and basically place that over the previous shade Paradiso. When you're working with a dark shade like black, take your time. Just use a little bit at first and then build it up. For me, when I do eyeshadow, I like to do both eyelids at the same time because they're not the same, and this way you can check throughout your process. For example, using my color switch, I'm just going to clean off the JH41 brush, dip into the shade Angel Dust, and place this over that purple shimmer shade. This just intensifies that center eyelid. In the waterline, I'm just going to use my Ardency Inn modster liner, and to intensify that, I'm dipping in the shade Dark Matter with my E11 brush. To add a pop of color, I'm using the shade Amnesia and just running that along my lower lash line. Here's a close-up of the eyes so far. Just brushing away that excess setting powder that I had, and then doing some contouring using the Morphe Bronzer in the shade Celebrutante. And of course, highlighting, I'm using Mirage by Morphe as well. Now time to add some blush. This is Milani in the shade Coral Cove. I wanted to try the loose pigment that comes with the kit, so this is in the shade Angel Dust, and I'm just going to place this on the center of the eyelid, adding more light to that halo eye. Curling my lashes with my NYX eyelash curler, and then we're going to use this Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes mascara that also comes in the kit. It's not bad. I mean, I'm spoiled by my Sephora Outrageous Curl mascara, but here's a trick that I use to try to intensify. I learned this from Farah Dukai, so it helps. I mean, it's okay. I'm not in love with the mascara. It's good for everyday use. With this technique, it does help intensify it a bit more. Now on to lips. This is where I struggle sometimes as well. I never know what shade, and I'm not a nude person. I love bold lips, so I always struggle. I never know what to use. They say a rule of thumb is basically match your crease shade. Here I'm lining my lips using my NYX Lip Suede Liner in the shade Cold Brew. This lip stain is by Sephora. It's the shade 06 pink souffle. I'm not an addict, I swear, says everyone who's obsessed with makeup. These are some of my favorite lashes. In this look, I'm using the style Scarlett by Huda Beauty. To set everything, I'm using my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist and just fanning that to set it. And that, my Jazzies, is the complete look. I hope you liked it. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you pretty soon. Bye!